This meeting is being recorded.
What's good, fam? Well, it's Wednesday. It is the pre-diabetes cipher. So wanted to jump on quick. Tonight, we're going to talk about fitness and specifically how you can use a goal as your carrot to keep you really on track with staying physically active. A lot of times, especially now, the seasons are about to change. We are a few weeks away from November, which is crazy how time is flying by. So it's going to get a little colder depending on where you're at in the world. But this time of year, people tend to start falling off. Summer's over. Holidays are right around the corner. And what I'm going to share with you guys tonight is how I've been able to stay relatively consistent with making fitness part of a lifestyle approach. We're always going to get the spurts, kind of feeling good, and you got a vacation coming up, or you just have things firing off, and you're dialed in, and you're exercising, and then life, and you fall off, right? Then that fall off can roll for a month, 2 months, and then you find yourself totally out of whack again. You got to get back into it. So this tip that I've personally used for probably 15 years has been a really good way to stay engaged with being active. Now, full disclosure, activity is going to always be different depending on the individual. Somebody who's in their 70s, active, exercising is going to be different from somebody who's 18, who's going to be different from an active Navy SEAL, who's going to be different from, so when I talk to you guys and really talk about fitness, it's all relative within the context of you, the athlete. We're all different. We're all in different seasons of life, what have you. Some people might be, I don't know, more actively working out. We're all just in our own journey, right? It's our lifestyle, okay? So one of the key things that I've done is I have stopped using a scale or looking at scale. I need to lose certain pounds. When you look at your physical activity, a key thing to get you and to keep you motivated is to have a carrot that you're dangling in front of yourself, right? So the carrot, I want you to look at a activity. So for the sake of just keeping this simple, we're going to use a 5K run, a 5K walk, 5K power walk, right? It can be that. For me, in this season of my life, I've really gotten involved with and into the world of triathlons. Okay, that's mine, right? That's something that I hold on to, that I use as kind of a keep me honest, keep me working out, is to compete, and not necessarily competing to win the triathlon, but competing for me to be able to step out there, to be able to swim half a mile, to be able to bike 15 miles, and then to get off that bike and run a 5K, to be able to swim 1 mile, to be able to bike about 30 miles, for me to then run a 10K. Okay. So for this training tonight, we're just going to use a 5K. So the thing with having something that you can kind of like hold on to, what it's going to do is on the days that you may not really want to work out, right? Which it happens. It's going to happen. It's natural. By having that goal of I'm going to do a 5K event for the holidays, right? So you look out you have something that you're after. It's out there in the distance, but that 5K is going to keep you dialed in so that you can be performing better at the 5K, right? So, as it pertains to working out, I highly recommend 3 to 4 times a week of some sort of movement, of exercise. Again, it's going to be totally dependent on the individual. Okay. So, if we're using the 5K as a reference, what I would want you, the athlete, to do is to get some sort of baseline. You have to have a this is where I'm at right now. You can do that in several ways. You can actually chart out around your neighborhood a 5K, right? So by doing that, you could literally power walk, jog, whatever you're at right now, you're going to do a 5K. Okay. Then, on this date, I did the 5K in this time, and you just pocket that. Okay. That's your baseline, though. So you know that it took you, and I'm just throwing a timeout, it took you 25 minutes to go from point A to point A, right? To make this loop, to go through this course of a 5K. So now you're going to use that as essentially kind of the fuel to your week in and week out fire. So if we're looking at 3 to 4 times a week, you might work out on Monday. The weather was nice, schedule worked out. You were able to go to a track, you were able to go on a treadmill, whatever, and you got 1.5 miles in. Okay, great. Tuesday goes by, nothing, you weren't able to work out. Wednesday, you weren't able to work out. Thursday, you didn't have as much time to devote to 1.5 miles, 2 miles, right? But you did a 20-minute kind of HIIT workout. You did something for about 20 minutes. Friday, Saturday, you know what? Sunday, the day cleared up in the afternoon or early morning. You were able to get up and do something a little bit more intense, and you worked out for 40 minutes, 30 minutes, right? By keeping the 5K in mind, over time, it's going to keep stacking you as the athlete, and you're going to hold yourself more accountable because you want to perform better at the 5K. Now, to add even more gas to that fire is, and they do them all around America for sure, probably all around the world, you can find, even in the cold, someone's doing a 5K. It could be the 5K for Christmas, Santa Claus 5K. There's an organization, there's something out there that's putting on a fundraising kind of run walk event. To add more gas to your fire, sign up for it. Just jump out, pay your $20, you'll get a cool t-shirt, and just commit to, you know what? Okay, so now on this day, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, I paid, I signed up for it, I'm going to do this 5K. So you have your baseline. So you know what you can kind of do 5K in at a week ago, 3 weeks ago. And then what all of this starts to do is it starts to make you hold yourself more accountable, because you know that in 2 months, you're going to show up for this, Santa Claus 5K for toys. So it keeps you more dialed into a consistent training. Now, you might have trained on Monday, then Thursday, then Sunday. Last week, this week, it might be Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday. The following week, it could be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That was it. But by shooting for 3 to 4 workouts of whatever the intensity is, because again, we're all different, right? Having the event or the thing that you're going after out there, all these things start to fuse together, and it will make you more disciplined. It's going to make you more conscious of food choices, food decisions that you're kind of making throughout the week, especially if you're sprinkling in workouts. You know you're going to work out later today because you didn't yesterday and the day before. So now you might even be more consciously dialed in of calories, what you're eating that day, because you got to hit it that evening after work. So by having these rabbits, by having these little micro goals or these things that you're shooting for, it keeps you more dialed in and committed to fitness. Now, if you did sign up for the Santa 5K, where I'm getting the Christmas clause 5K, and you did it, well, then you find another one and you shoot for the spring, or you shoot for, so you can use events. Just a quick pivot. If you've always dreamed of doing one pull-up, you could use the pull-up as the motivator. So now you're going to work out 3 to 4 times a week. Within these workouts, you're really going to be dialed in or looking at ways to improve your upper body strength, your grip, your forearm to do the pull-up. For me, I haven't done a triathlon in a good year. Lives. But my training, I still am training in my kind of day-to-day or week in, week out. That's still my rabbit. That's still what I'm chasing after. What I'm going to a workout. I didn't work out today. You know what? Tomorrow I'll get after it. I'm going to do something a little bit more cardio oriented. I might get on the rower. I might get on jump in a spin class. And it's the spinning for me just to sit there and just pedal, because I have to pedal 15 miles, 30 miles. So mentally, physically, I haven't done the actual triathlon, but mentally, I'm still dialed into, I enjoyed it. This is what I want to do. So now the next time that I do a triathlon, I know I'm going to smash the time that I put up on my previous one, right? So look at your fitness, establish a baseline. It can also be, guys, so simple as like, depending on where you're at physically, I need to just walk my neighborhood, right? I'm going from here to here. That's what I'm after. I want to be able to go up all the stairs at my office building. It can literally be anything. You know what you want to do. You get a baseline for that. And then you just work at it. You just kind of use that, though, as in the back of your head, I'm going to be able to go up all these flights of steps without stopping. I had to take a break, but that's something that I really want to do, So I hope that this was a good nugget. I really, really am huge on this. Every year, New Year's resolutions, I would pick maybe 2 really big, lofty things that I wanted to just work on throughout the year. It could even be skill-based within fitness. And I just noticed over the years that by setting a bigger, loftier kind of like mental goal or something, not just I want to lose 10 pounds. I need to drop 50 pounds. Like taking that and being like, you know what? I want to be able to deadlift 400 pounds. Now that could be, so now I can look at the improvements I'm making over this 3 months, 6 months. And then you start to see like, wow, I'm getting, you know what? Bam, I hit 400 pounds. It took me 8 months, but within this year, I deadlifted over 400 pounds. That kind of in the back of my head is what kept me a little bit more dialed in and honest with, you know what? I haven't worked out today. I haven't worked out all week. It's Thursday. I got to get these 3 in. That was the oven. So with that being said, I'm about to get ready to get some protein in. Hope you found the video well. Please, any comments, any future segments or whatever you'd like me to do, I'd love to help you with your health, your fitness, and your healthy lifestyle journey. So hope all is well out there. Cheers to health, wealth, and prosperity. Have a blessed day. See you later.